Reckless as Siva, and you touched on that, Karthus. Broxah has played the champion 5 times, undefeated, 28-4-28.
This game and try to throw some wrench into
the pings, they're coming.
Wow, Karbi and Norsgaren going to try to turn this one around. Here comes Humanoid, throws down the package from the Valkyrie. Reckless forced to flash defensively. Hilly's holding on to his for now. Karbi's trying to step forward. He's got an Ignite to use as well. Paddlestar puts the damage down. Hilly's down to 200 HP. First blood's available, secured, picked up by Karbi and Splyce.
Very surprised that Fnatic didn't respect that. They had
so it's just push City as Bwipo is now going to be punished. Here comes Xerxes. He's got the flash, he's got the chilling smite, he's got Void Rush as well. Cataclysm comes down, Requiem will follow, but Chachi survives thanks to the stopwatch, and that is a 0-0-1. Got that CS advantage and sitting pretty comfortable up against Bwipo, while Xerxes was picking up the Rift Herald in the top lane. Down in the bottom.
Yeah, if our observers could very quickly toggle the vision, you can actually just see the differences. We run out of time as Xerxes goes for a gank.
Yes, he does. Bwipo's in so much trouble. Void Rush should just be about enough, because Chachi takes down Bwipo, and Splyce are absolutely dominating the kill count. They are in gold, and Splyce continue to stay 1,000 gold up as we get to 15 minutes on the clock. Bwipo's not done yet. Cataclysm is available. Chachi's run out of mana, though. Now, Requiem is on cooldown. It's not available for use for a few more moments. Bwipo's going to get turned around. Here comes Karbi. He teleports in. Sleepy, drop, bubble. Paddlestar's not going to be enough, but the Void Rush surely will. There goes Xerxes. Dashes in, bites down. Spin for the win. Xerxes picks up the 4th kill for Splyce.
And Bwipo just needs to lose gracefully.
Not fully committing to the objective nor the fight. Backing away as Nemesis avoids the Sleepy Trouble bubble.
Know how Fnatic have the bot wave pushed, and no one has it in control right now. Fnatic look for an engage.
All right, Xerxes going to be the target. He gets jumped on, run down, and easily killed. Splyce were backing away, and Xerxes did not get the memo.
Now, they will make a nice trade here by getting decent damage on the mid lane tower, possibly the mid lane tower. There they go. That feels good. But this was Splyce just not being patient enough with their composition and possibly getting more for it.
That was so cheeky. To the skies. Gets Chachi out the Cataclysm, but it simply is not enough. Another isolated death, just about, as Norsgaren completes the Abyssal Voyage. Chachi
do that so many times, save for now fighting for the Infernal.
All right, the last time this dragon was started by Splyce, Fnatic were able to use some sneakiness and sneak up from the bottom. Visit Chachi's not with the team. He's late to the party. Dragon secured by Broxah and Fnatic. There's the flag, the drag, the dunk. Splyce have once again botched it at the dragon. The stun onto Norsgaren. That's a Drake and 2 quick kills.
Just freeze frame. You never.
3 members of Splyce alive. Xerxes still up. Can he look for a steal, or will they look for another fight?
Sleepy Trouble bubble goes into the pit. Oh, here comes the burst damage. It's stolen. Visit Chachi, you hero. It is the most farmed member of Splyce. He picks up the Baron secure. Now Xerxes looking to hunt down Hill, is saying there's no support for the support of Fnatic, and he's going to try to escape. The chains will buy just a couple seconds of time, and Xerxes continues to chase, gets an unburrow, and a furious bite kills Hillisang. Splyce take Baron. Woo!
No, they don't, Trevor.
Fnatic got it.
Splyce back, and now as a 5-man unit, they're just sieging, they're brute forcing their way into Splyce's base. They're saying, you have to group, you have to fight us, otherwise you're going to lose everything.
3 items Siva, as well as Double Mountain, as well as Baron empowered minions. Fnatic make the push down mid lane and get the supers.
But it's only 1 empowered recall, which is why I had a 1-3-1 composition. Probably shouldn't have fought at that mountain and that Infernal.
What I like about that, though, Frosk, is that could be, like, even if Splyce go on to lose this game, they may try to commit a similar draft, because it was decision.
And, speaking of engage, Fnatic are looking for another one.
Here comes Bwipo, gets the Cataclysm down, and there's the damage. It works out this time as Karbi's not even able to use that flash. The Devour's used once again. Norsgaren's running away with the Grey Health. Boomerang Blade shuts him down. Humanoid sidesteps. One more knocker from Bwipo, and he's able to escape with the Valkyrie. But Reckless is able to put damage on the tower. Now Chachi is going to try and chase down. There goes Bwipo, takes a shot from the Death Ray, and still not enough to kill Humanoid. The heal from the steps, the fountain keeps him alive. Humanoid's going to vault forward, gets the reply. Fnatic, you chase too far.
You tell him, Humanoid, get off your lawn.
It ends up being a speaking of confidence, 2 members of Fnatic still dead. Splyce has started this one off.
Wow, don't get this one wrong, Trevor.
They might get this.
Splyce are on the Baron.
Yeah, they got it.
They've got this one secured. There's simply no contest. Splyce punished the overeager Fnatic. It is an even gold game at 57 minutes. 3 or 4 items being picked up here. As Xerxes will get run down. Void Rush will buy some time. It's Reckless 6, 1, and 3 right now. and he is a monster. 4 completed items.
Baron to set up this kind of a play where they slowly work their way towards the enemy base. And you've also got to remember the amount of teleports and ultis they have to sneak into Fnatic's base as well.
Hold that thought. The stun manages to connect. There's not enough support just yet from Fnatic. They're going to try to chase. The late game Sivir win condition may be enabled, but can Hylissang make it out? Yeah, the rest of Fnatic are starting to come up. There's a teleport being committed. Vizichachi's going to throw down those accelerated shock bombs on the side. Norscara's being burned low. Brox's kill in and amongst the pit. The river is now the battle scene. 1-2 quick kills for Fnatic. Requiem gets a good amount of damage down, but Fnatic are simply stronger in these 5v5s. Kobe now forced to use the stolen flash. He's looking to get run down. Reckless wants to cut off Humanoid. Gonna get the boomerang blade as well as the ricochet. Kill secured. Whipper's going to start the recall, and will Kobe be able to finish? No, he's decided to back away.
This Dragon Pit is just the Thunderdome from Splyce, and they never come out of it.
No, definitely not. Nemesis is able to pick up the kill. Look at those death timers, 46 seconds.
They just kind of need to go back to their roots, and again, their composition on paper seems quite bread and butter. Press the engage buttons and just go. But they're so good at doing it that it's very difficult for teams to challenge, and every time Splyce make a small mistake, Fnatic just go for the play.
Press the button and go. They're going for the win. That's a stun onto Xerxes. Double Nexus turrets down. There's simply not enough pressure. Reckless alone should be able to finish this one off. The Nexus goes down. Fnatic press the win button.
It's just a Sivir comp, baby.
It's just a Sivir comp.
It's just a Sivir comp.
And the thing is, the onus was on Splyce to play towards their win conditions in this. It was... Fnatic's win condition was very obvious. It was, we want to fight.
How do Fnatic respond? Because in order to agree to that duel, you have to do the pivot. They're instead going to lock in the Q
on Whippo.
We're going to find out in just a moment. Whippo's starting to back away. He's in a 3 versus 1. The tower's coming to help out. Rupture will tag up Norscarin. Norscarin survives with less than 100 hit points. That is Splyce committing to this lane swap. And
the fact that they are an item up on the bot lane, but there's no flash on Norscarin, as Zeus is here.
All right, Broxer is coming in as well. He's going to tunnel over the wall. Kobe goes forward. He's already got a kill, got a reset. Jumped on Broxer's head. That's a double kill for Kobe. He's 3-0. And the reset to bottom lane helps.
Surprisingly strong, but of all people, Reckless and Hilly should actually really know the strength of that lane. Tristana does so much damage when she lands on top of you, as well as the satchel, in tandem with Braum. Just kind of that, like, fadeaway damage, because now they're diving.
All right, they are indeed. Realm from Humanoid. Reckless is going to get Chilling Smited down. The Impale not used just yet. Hilly's in trouble under the tower. Reckless killed by Humanoid, and he's going to get stunned up as Chachi tanks everything. 2 kills, a tower, and Splyce are here to play.
And I absolutely...
Hold off the towers available to them. She can start grouping up with that Herald if she truly wants to. Like, Kabe is a massive problem. So any 5v5 that Fnatic look for, Splyce just win it.
Look at this map. Splyce are just running circles around Fnatic, putting pressure in the mid lane, forces Fnatic's hand. They back away. Yes.
To try and engage, which we have to turn back because there's a fight happening.
Every time we try to use the new tool, unfortunately, action happens. Thank you, observers, for jumping out. Kobe gets yet another kill, and they're going to back away. Now the pressure is on Nemesis. He's going to be surrounded. Xerxes got an Impale available, a flash if he needs it as well. Nemesis will get caught up, locked up, will buy some time as the Impale drags him around, but CC and Kale, that's how you stop it.
The frustrating part here is Splyce do exactly what I was about to tell them to do, quick shot. They found it.
Now it's these two who are helping lead the charge, who are setting up a lot of these plays for the team.
And it was simply a matter of Hylissang overextending in that situation. You've got to remember that Splyce have all 3 lanes pushed up right now. And that means that if you go past any kind of point where there's no vision, it's very easy for the rest of the team to collapse. Now what you'll notice in this 1v1 is the great thing about Ryze into it is with the phase rush, he can actually outrun the Kayle. And that means that he can just buy time, wait for his jungler to arrive. The Impale actually just is CC long enough for the
stall out and put themselves at least on even footing chance. You're now fighting uphill at double Infernal. This is disaster.
I agree, Ross. I agree.
It hurts.
But it's one of those things as well what we said at the beginning of the game where we kind of wanted to challenge expectations of the fans because many perceive...
And they've continued to improve as now Nemesis is going to get jumped on. And it's going to get stunned up as well. The Impale can be used in just a moment or two. Nemesis is simply not strong enough to be in that position. Doesn't have the support. Splyce, 8 kills to 0.
And I feel like it's a bit of a name. Fnatic are just better. Do we really know that about Humanoid and Nemesis in top tier form?
Well, he's 2v1. We're about to find out.
I'm going to say no in 2v1.
Can't win that fight, but I will say, I am
Caster
very
curse.
excited for a favorable matchup early, but he's been pushing the boundaries on this champion. And obviously you can hear the fans here in Berlin cheering as Fnatic picked up their first kill. Will be at the expense of yet another one. Splyce fans erupt actually to shut down the Fnatic fans. 9 kills to 1, 6,000.
Their vision setup in the enemy jungle was perfect. Bwipo has flash, he has no feast. He's going to get ultied away, which means that this will be an easy Baron for Splyce and maybe more kills.
All right, very good rupture. We'll buy some time for Bwipo. Impale is just about available. Couple seconds to go. Bwipo's turning it back around to the Feral Scream and another fantastic rupture. KLLT comes down by some seconds. Take a look at that. Delivers the chop to Kobe, but the damage needs to follow back up. That's 1 for Fnatic. That's 2. That's a death sentence going awry. Now Humanoid's running for his life. Splyce, slightly overconfident, just over Chase, and Fnatic find themselves a way back in.
It was going so well for Splyce. Disaster. Walked into a
For days to help them get to the stage where Kayle and Sivir can take over, but they need to protect their base. The tower has now fallen as Bwipo makes his way back to the mid lane. He gets caught by a decimating smash, the rupture as well. Box comes down now because Achachi's already sent into zombie form. Sion gets once again pulled backwards and will get farmed.
Considering how big of a lead they had, you can't help but start to get a little bit nervous for them now, even though they're so strong. 3 items.
possible engage.
All right, there's a defensive flash from Bwipo. Death sentence goes wide. Smash finds nobody. Vedius is Hilly is forced to put the box down defensively. Death sentence comes back. Here's
TP.
Warrior. Teleport starting to channel. Nemesis will be joining just a little bit late. Then Jumper's just going
He got Reckless.
Reckless jumped over the wall. He's found Reckless. He's still untouched. But take a look at Nemesis. He's trying to burn. He's got no ulti to use though. He's got 1.
He's dead.
2. But here comes Kobe. Hopping, skipping, jumping. This will be the 3rd kill of the fight. And he's looking to chase for more.
And Kobe comes up huge. Triple kill for the AD carry of Splyce. He needed to be the carry for his team.
Don't push for the win, but they're at least going to get total Baron control here.
But so much props has to go for Humanoid for that fight to work out. Not only did he get the flash from Nemesis, but he got his ultimate as well. And we saw Nemesis in the middle of that fight. He was primed and ready to clean up, but because he didn't have those crucial skills available, they could lock him down. Kobe could clean him
The
up.
50-50. I love this call from Splyce because meanwhile on the bot side, Humanoid is beating down Cho'Gath.
Oh, this is so difficult. Nemesis has left the top lane. Death sentence finds no target. Blue team, Splyce. They secure Baron Nashor. They played that so calm. And Cal and a Sivir, those late game champions. The question I have is, will Fnatic win this game? The reason I ask that and I set it up is I'm going to ask the fans at home, will Fnatic come back? Will they be able to defend against double supers and Baron and Mountain? Vote in chat. Humanoid hasn't joined the fight, but the inhibitor turret has fallen. Reckless is running, got flash available. Not going to use it just yet. 3rd inhibitor falls.
And it feels like Splyce have all of the tools to deal with this. This Braum is doing so much work against the damage that Reckless wants to put out on Sivir, and they have things like...
Lampton actually pulls him to safety. I'm looking at Cersei for the impale. Take a look at the flame. That's a jump onto Humanoid. Now the damage onto Chachi. Buster Shot's going to buy so much time. Reckless is very, very low. Nemesis is stepping forward, but it blocks her down. Hilly down. Kobe Rocket jumps forward. Reckless stays just live, long enough to continue fighting. Final Judgment is available for Nemesis. He has used it onto Reckless, but Kobe doesn't care. He's got 2. The ricochets flying across, and it's simply not enough for Reckless. Nexus is now being focused. Nemesis is stepping forward. That's a triple kill. Picked up for Kobe. The Quadra, the Nexus, and Splyce even a series.
The GGs come out from Splyce in what was overall a very good game. There was a brief moment where
This is the one that he feels most comfortable, that he can have those outplay matchups, and now he sees it.
Ooh, comfort v comfort. The Shen coming in from
To
visit.
show up in time when Broxa does, but the fact that because Norscaron doesn't have his flash, they probably called their jungler since their wave is pushing in, and they're saying, we don't want to be extended without any sort of safety. Please come help us.
Oh, Hilly-san gets caught out, chunked down, first blood to Kobe.
Beautiful stuff from the side of Splyce. They find another early advantage against Fnatic.
First bloods. The next AD carries Patrick at 4. Now take a look at this. Cersei once again with the help of Stand United. An easy kill onto Broxa, reading him like a book. It's not done yet. Now Reckless and Hilly, they're trying to pick up a fight. Chachi's come over the wall, but take a look at Reckless. He's sticking inside, tumbles away to safety. Defensive flash from Kobe. The Darkened Blade is starting to chase down. Bwipo's looking for an opportunity. Can't find find a Splyce target. Chachi will lose his life, but not enough to kill Reckless. The zaps come out, the knock up from Whippo. There's the stand aside. Now all of a sudden the damage is coming out. Copy's now running for his life. Norscarin still sticking around. The flash comes in. There comes the dash and the Gleaming Quill. Hylissang kills Norscarin. They punish Splyce, and Fnatic turn it round.
And what started off as a simple kill onto
To get ahead, you know, the mental of Fnatic was boom, so to speak. And take a look at this. Death sentence, flay, box. Hylissang is eaten alive by Kobe and Norscarin, and Cersei may even
invest the teleport because you're guaranteeing this Drake off the back of it as well. And Fnatic, they can now look to set up a siege on the mid lane tower. Tried to steal it away with the Jinx rocket, but it wasn't even close. And look, one hit away. This should be a clean tower for Fnatic.
Oh, Bweppo's going to fancy it, but at what cost? The Emperor's Divide, and Bweppo's going to get into... Oh! Where did that damage come from? I demand a replay, because I did not see the reinforcements dive bombing Splyce. Team fight around the back of the dragon, and now that giant wombo, but more importantly to me is that 3 towers are secured. This should be a kill into Hylissang. Humanoid uses the slide and glide and divide, and shoots the bird down in his stride.
What's important to remember, continuing to push, and now they're looking for another pick.
All right, Humanoid will get the Stand United, but it simply isn't going to enough. Stand United completes. That's another kill for Whippo and Fnatic. Nemesis is now on a killing spree. The attention turns to Norscarin. Death sentence into box will not help anybody.
TV was also interrupted by Vizichachi, who then had the ultimate afterwards to try and rejoin. And now Fnatic have actually started off this Baron. They have all 5 members here. This isn't the fastest Baron in the world.
It's not. Nemesis has no ultimate, has no flash. Nemesis is in trouble. Nemesis is down. Fnatic, they tried to do that too quickly, and Splyce were able to respond. They get themselves a kill. Humanoid, no TP available. Xerxes going to use that passive to spot it out, and Nemesis has got a good flank opportunity. The Baron is down to 2,000. Chachi's inside the pit. There's a fight to multiple fronts. Baron this time secured by Fnatic, and now an ensuing fight. That's already 1 kill onto Xerxes. Whippo has dunked down Kobe. He's going to use that Aatrox to its maximum powers. Reckless slides around the divide. He finally gets shut down by the Conquering Sands. And as it stands, it's Fnatic that get the ace. It's Fnatic.
To end the game right now, there is no Splyce opposition to stand in their way.
30 seconds on several members of Splyce. Baron in powered cannon minions. This could just be it. Fnatic have taken 2 inhibitors. The minions are making their way onto the Nexus turrets. And what is the next step? Back away. Fnatic do not want to make this.
I'll have one of them. I will obliterate your AD carry and I will feed my sword with your blood.
I mean, Whippo's had a really, really good game on Aatrox. It feels like he's connected with so many of those. 12,000 gold up. Gigantic advantages, ladies and gentlemen. Nemesis has got those 10 stacks on the Soul Stealer back, I'd like you to know, as the last stand is on the cards for Splyce. Super minions pouring into the base. Ultimates available for all of Splyce, but take a look at this. There's once again the chains connecting. Whippo dashes forward, manages to connect with another Q. Humanoid's now running for his life as Whippo is doing his best to zone. Reckless manages once again to dodge the Azir ultimate, but look at the follow-up damage. Silver Bolt on the fountain is enough to get a double kill. Reckless running for his life. Super Mega Death Rocket, not going to be enough just yet. Manages to find one for Hylissang. Chachi chasing forward, using the zone of damage control, and Splyce survive the fight.
And this is where we hold them. Splyce lose everything.
Okay, Kobe got himself a lot of items, as you guys have mentioned, and here comes Hylissang.
Just rush the
pushing
Nexus.
in. Can Splyce do this again? Hylissang dumps all the way forward. Fnatic is split up, but it's already cost him. Brox has gone down. Reckless has gone down. Nexus! Ladies and gentlemen, Splyce will not go quietly into the night, and Whippo's now running for his life. 5, 1, and 8. Splyce have held the base again.
You can't just ignore them, Fnatic. Look at the difference in the itemization.
Oh, Whippo though, he's gonna get the 1v2.
Whippo gets a 1v2. May actually be able to turn this one around as well. Running for his life, the chains will help. Chachi needs to get the Spirit's Refuge down.
No way.
Whippo goes gold.
Kobe's here.
Now comes Kobe, dash away, and that's the ace. Splyce, hold on, they're only 5k down.
Free Baron for Fnatic, but now I think they have to use this to smother Splyce and their own base.
Well, yeah, definitely no more over-eager plays if you're a Fnatic fan and you want them to clean this up more cleanly than the previous breach. They've got Baron-empowered minions. Humanoid is running onto Bwipo. Bwipo's already going to have his ultimate bring him back to life. Now, Bwipo's in trouble. GA has now been popped. Humanoid's not done yet. Inhibitor in the middle lane secured. Not enough support for the rest of Fnatic. Bwipo is down. Humanoid has done enough to defend the bottom lane, but Fnatic have secured the second inhibitor, and this is about smothering Splyce, like you said, Frostro.
Strongest now with all these builds being completed.
Yep.
It is indeed, and of course, it is all up to how Fnatic play these next few fights. For Splyce, they are still on the defense. Cersei's trying to turn this around. That is, of course, the Azir touchdown. But look, with Splyce peeled all the way to the bottom, this could set up for Baron. Nemesis is running. Stand United onto Humanoid. Humanoid throws his flash away. Bwipo's buying time. 3 members of Fnatic will be able to have the Baron buff. GA's going to buy some additional time.
Look at
Hylissang is now pushing onto the inhibitor.
It's happening again! It's happening again!
Are being pushed into the base. This is exactly how Fnatic wanted to use that Baron, but it's at the cost of 2 team members.
This is
Already
actually
alluded to multiple times. Kobe on 6 items. Remember, if you never leave your base, you don't need boots. Nemesis is chunked out from a couple of autos. Bwipo and Brox.
Oh, they're going!
They're going for the Nexus! Kobe flashes backwards defensively. Bwipo's going to try to use that whirlwind. That's going to bring it back up. The Nexus is being focused. That's a kill into Reckless. Fnatic have done it! What the hell is that ending?
And it was off the back of Hylissang once again! He was the guy that went behind enemy lines, he was the guy that used the Baron to steal the inhibitor, and then end up committing to something. They end up messing it up. And
I don't know. Like, I understand what you're saying. I feel like you can go either way on it, but the fact of the matter is we shouldn't be saying that of a top team. You know, you want to be like, they're so good at X, Y, and Z.
for sure, towards the bot lane and set up a lot of plays.
Which is why I think the, oh!
No!
And that was kind of the gamble, you know, double
They're going
down.
back.
All right, they are going back.
There's no
because
mana.
Bwipo pushed forward a little bit. The minions are doing so much work. Chachi goes so low. Remember, Bwipo's waiting for the claw. Teleport is going to start being channeled. Bwipo is going to get some support. All of Fnatic are rocking up. Nemesis and Reckless, they join the fray. Bwipo stays alive a few seconds longer. Will get cut down. First blood picked up by Azerse before he is turned around. Now, Nemesis trying to chase onto Humanoids.
Now, the question I have...
And ultimately, because he got that, or picked up that kill, I'm going to say it is worth for Splyce in the long run.
Well, the risk is now... Ooh, here we go, the collapse.
Oh my word, the event horizon doesn't matter from that glacial path. Now it's a 2v2 and Xerxes trying to run down Bwipo. He's rampaging all over his face. Here comes Broxa. Not going to be enough just yet. Kobe gets caught around, knocked up, knocked down, killed by Broxa. All of a sudden, the picks and bans for Fnatic pulls them ahead.
And somehow, Fnatic are finding kill after kill. Can't swing a fight in the late game. The fact that his ultimate was changed a while ago to do percentage missing health, he has that burst ability to just eliminate someone from the beginning of a fight. But it takes...
And we'll be recalling shortly as Humanoid is going to go toe-to-toe with Bwipo, has thrown out the hijack. Will be able to cast, self-cast the ultimate. In fact, or it may already have been there. Now Bwipo's going to go down. Onslaught Shadows comes in. This is the turnaround for Splyce. They've got themselves one. Brox is forced to run for his life as Hylissang will be going down. He flashes over the wall. That's a follow-up from Humanoid. Then finally the kill. That's 2 quick kills for Splyce.
Love the confidence there from Humanoid, knowing that he had the level advantage over...
The ball on this Silas, and he's bullying everybody in his lane. As all of a sudden, Kobe's in some trouble. He's actually going to try to turn it into Hylissang. From Ideal Burst was used, rather. Bwipo will buy some time, maybe just enough, to help get a kill to Xerxes. Bwipo survives the onslaught of shadows. He outplays again, and Broxa takes down Humanoid.
Bwipo, that was clean.
Constantly just kind of changing the equation. Splyce are usually a team that are a bit slow on the uptake to find the right answer immediately.
This fell over a minute ago, and Bwipo needs to once again have some fancy feats. Ultimate is available for him. Does he manage to self-cast? Yes, he does. Event Horizon should still just about take him. No, timed out. Bwipo gets chunked down. He manages to get the root, and this time round, Xerxes Shadows will onslaught him down. Gerald is still being bullied away by Kobe when he ate the devastating charge.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
So fans at home, if you were watching, let us know. And then, of course, in the next game, if we go to Game 5, it'll be either Hylissang or Norscarin POV. Nemesis manages to get the Blade of the Ruined King before Xerxes jumps on top of him, starts to rampage around. Here comes Bwipo. Chachi goes back in. They've got themselves a kill to Nemesis. Bwipo's running for his life. Chachi should go down to Hilly, but the Devour will buy a lot of time. Chachi survives thanks to Norskeren, but here comes Broxah. One little boop. He will poke him with a Dragon Strike and then use the Blast Cone to get...
To play kind of this ambush-style League of Legends.
It's so important for Splyce. They are behind in gold, they're behind in dragons, behind in towers. Reckless is even stealing away Fnatic pick Vitality. And now we'll see whether or not Xerxes and Humanoid can run down Nemesis, takes so much damage on that onslaught. Stand United committed as well, and it ends up being an easy kill, but a lot of resources invested for it.
Classic combo right there of having
The one thing having double AD does help with is also securing the Baron, which Fnatic have started off. Now may go for a bit of a fight.
All right, turn their attention to Chachi. He's been knocked up into the air twice. Give that man frequent flyer miles awarded by Fnatic.
Very nice.
But very nicely done by Norskeren. Oh, Reckless jumps in. He's already got himself one into Copy. Peel away from Humanoid. Cataclysm comes down. Defensive flashes as Norskeren finally goes down. A follow-on chase. Humanoid gets caught out and killed as Fnatic find 3 after they force Splyce to react.
And Inder talks about this all the time. It is so hard to fight us, and we're going to crush them when they come.
All right, Hylissang's going to be interrupting, playing interference here with the help of Bwipo as well. Baron should go down to the double ADs and Broxah. Onslaught of Shadows just to buy some time. Bwipo and Hilly don't even go down. Nemesis is looking to chase. Chachi looks like he's going to be able to make it out. 5 members of Fnatic, they get the Baron. They're going to turn their attention to this middle turret, and they extend that gold lead.
Yeah, but now it's what can Splyce get back in return, because here comes the team.
All right, take a look at this. Teleport's coming out. Chachi's already down. Xerxes used his ultimate, remember. Going to use that devastating charge into Bwipo. Bwipo's going to go down. Now the tension turned around. Nemesis running for his life. He's tumbling. He stays alive. All of a sudden on the back end, Reckless is looking to clean things up as Cobby is now left alone. 4 members of Splyce are down, and Fnatic turn their...
Another 4 kills are looking to siege onto the base, and look, they're even trying to get the kill onto Kobe.
Yeah. That Event Horizon doesn't mean anything to Sivir.
That one was personal, for sure. They hunted him down, they found the kill, and now they'll break into the base of allowing the rest of Fnatic to chase them down and find a big fight.
And of course, as we come out of the replay, Fnatic have found themselves an easy pick-off here onto Humanoid. Nemesis is on a rampage of Splyce's Spring split. They are on the verge of being eliminated as Fnatic find themselves the inhibitor turret. The rest of the squad are chasing onto Norskeren. Humanoid still dead, remember, from the previous engage. Norskeren goes down. Now the inhibitor drops as well. Fnatic with the Baron empowered minions consider the Nexus, but instead they take another inhibitor and they back the game.
And frankly, it is very difficult to come back when you have lost 2 inhibs, especially on this type of composition from Splyce.
Saturday in Rotterdam, if Fnatic can close this out. Tomorrow, let's wait, we'll get to that in a second. Let's take a look at this. Chachi goes down, Nemesis takes him out. Fnatic continue to put pressure onto this inner turret. Here comes Humanoid, trying to do some work on that Silas, but simply not enough. Reckless is now on a rampage at 4-0-7. Cobby is trying to run away. The Event Horizon is not working. Primordial Burst does not have enough damage. The cheekiness of the Vigar did not help Splyce. Fnatic were able to pull the rug out from underneath them, and Fnatic are now turning onto the 3rd and final inhibitor.
Fnatic will be making their way to Rotterdam as the 3rd inhibitor goes down. All they need is the minion wave. Only Xerxes stand in their way. Splyce could not handle the pressure from this Fnatic squad.
Absolutely not. Splyce put up a good fight. They improved and impressed, but it's Fnatic that will have the last laugh. It is Fnatic that has earned the right to defend their title in Rotterdam. "29 kills, 21 of which were secured by Fnatic.